Hi friends, this is going to be lesson 7.3, fix my papers, and we are adding fractions using models. This is very similar to lesson 7.1 where you were looking at a model and adding them together. Now if you notice in this work on this page, you are going to use a model where you are comparing your fraction to the whole. So this is just to show you that you either are going to have more or less pieces that equal a whole. So here we have 2 6 plus 1 6 equals, and we know that the bottom, the denominator stays the same. We do not change that. That is our label of what size pieces we have. And we just add across. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So when you do a model, you can make a rectangle and then put your parts underneath it. What I like to do when I am writing these out with pens, instead of using fraction strips, I can make a line, kind of like a number line, right? So, and then that'll be 5. I know what that would be, halfway would be 5. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4 that I color in. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. So these are the ones I shaded in. So I know 4 plus 5 equals 9. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure my arrow goes on. So that is 4 tenths. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have 5 tenths. So 4 tenths plus 5 tenths equals 9 tenths. So I have one space that isn't working out. So that is one way to do it. The other way to do it, especially if you have thirds, this is an easy one. I'm going to do my model right here. I can actually make a circle that is broken into thirds. Now I know that first I have 2 parts that are going to shade in, right? So there is my 2/3. And then I have a 1 that's going to be shaded in. And there's that. So 1/3 plus 2/3 equals 3/3. So if you are looking at this one, I can do the same thing with this box. I'm going to make a box. I'm going to turn it into 4 parts. I'm going to shade in 2 parts because that is my 2/4. And then I have to shade in 1/4. So that is just 1 box. So how many boxes did I shade? 3/4. 1, 2, 3. 3 out of the 4 are shaded in. That is how you do adding fractions with models. I trust you can figure out the next parts on this piece of paper. Now let's look at these fractions. There, you need to just identify the fractions. Lola walks 4/10 a mile to her friend's house, then she walks another 5/10. How far does she walk? So on this line, I want you to take your fractions that you see in your sentences, your story problem, and then you are going to create your math problem. So 4/10 of a mile. So remember, we have to label it. So there's my mile, plus 5/10 of a mile equals 9/10 of a mile. Now, how do I know I was adding? Remember, how far does she walk in all? There are my clue words, in all. So on these 3 problems, I would like you to show us the label so that we know that you read your problem. And then you're going to write the whole addition problem down here. So if you look, they all say in all, in all, in all. So those are all addition problems. So you're going to circle your fractions And then create your fraction sentence. So here I'd have 1/8 plus 2/8. And what does it equal? I have a feeling you can do this, so I'm not gonna move on anymore. But that is what I would like to see on your paper. Thank you. Stop.